See, I forgot to hit the mute button. Oh, there's always something I forget to do, to turn something on somewhere or do something else like that. How's everybody doing today? I am Mr. Funky Dude. I am your host today. Thank you for joining, for anyone that's joined. Usually you don't get people joining right away, so, that's okay. What's going on with Owncast right now? Hold on a second. Okay, I'm good. I am good. Yeah. All right, so look at all my chats. Got all my chats. No one's here yet. That's okay. That often happens when you start a live stream is people need time to show up, which is fine. I don't care. Nobody's here. I've already started for 7 minutes. Come on. I'm just kidding. Today we're looking for stories. We're looking for stories today. I'm looking for stories. I've given the guest URL out to my followers on Mastodon and a few other places and let them know that we're looking for guests today who want to share stories in the chat or on video or in audio. Stories about moments of joy, basically, in their lives. So that's what we're looking for today. Hopefully we can get some nice stories. And we can learn a lot. What is that? Oh, that's the wrong spot. That should go here. Put it there. There we go. That, see? Boom, boom. Okay, now we got that fixed. Oh, all right. Well, what's going on out there? Today, the focus is going to try to be on stories of joy that you've recently had or feelings of accomplishments that you've had recently. I think these things aren't discussed enough out there in the world, right? These are things that we talk so much about the negativity that's going on in our lives, and rarely we express and we show those moments of joy and those moments of love and caring, the moments of accomplishments that we feel. It's rare that we discuss those things with other people. So I've put the word out there today that that's what I want to hear. I've given the guest URL to people. They can show up. I'm going to talk to them here. We're going to see what's going on and hear their stories, and hopefully we'll have a good stream. If nobody shows up to share a story, that's okay. I'll ramble anyway. I have the gift of gab. I can go on forever some days. But I am enjoying right now my favorite beverage of all time, Harmless Harvest coconut water. Harmless Harvest coconut water, microfiltered, not heat pasteurized, which gives you that great, pure, raw coconut flavor. It's delicious. I drink it every day. Heat pasteurized. Excuse me, not heat pasteurized, microfiltered. Enjoy it today. Thank you. Not an ad. I don't have enough viewers. What are you talking about? Ad? How in the heck would that even happen? But regardless, we are here. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully talk to some people. See what's going on. Moments of joy for me, moments of accomplishments. I have little moments of joys that I pay attention to throughout my day. I look for them. I've kind of trained myself to do it, is to find just little moments of joy and just really appreciate them. Because I think that in this culture that we live in, we tend to live in this with this idea that only the big things in our life should be, celebrated, right? Only the big accomplishments in our lives should be celebrated. But, I tend to like to think that it's not just those things. It's also things like the little things in our lives as well. But, the things that, little things, the purr of a cat. Like I'll be sitting here and I'll be looking at something on my computer, and then I won't notice the cat jump up behind me. But all of a sudden I start hearing it purr in my ear. That makes me happy a little bit. Oh, look, there's my little friend. Enjoy that. Or if I'm sitting here and my dog comes up to me and wants pets, I'll stop everything to give my dog pets. I would, if he came up to me right now, I'd stop the stream just to give him pets because, he's that good of a boy and he deserves it. So it's things like that, the little joys in our lives that I think go often, unheard, often neglected, often not celebrated as they should because, it's easy to get depressed and upset and anxious when we feel like we haven't, done anything happy or joyful or what have you. Oh, hold on, I got a little wire sticking out here. Okay. It's easy to get, off kilter for that. It's easy to feel like, we're not doing enough or we're not good enough or that, something like that, right? Because we haven't had any big accomplishments or we haven't had any great parties or anything like that. But the truth is, if we look for the little joys in our life, the little accomplishments that we have in our lives, that we'll find that, it's our lives are more full of joy and accomplishments than we think they are. And if we take all those little joys throughout the day and we pile them all together, you know what you have? You probably have more joy than if you just had a party or something like that some days. It's not to say you're not going to have your days where things are going to be rough and hard, but even in those times when things are rough and hard, there's got to be one little moment of joy that you can find, right? Because that kind of thing keeps us together. It keeps us feeling good. It keeps us, moving forward. And I really want to, invite people to share those stories because I think they're really great. And I would like to take those and then share them with other people as well. Looking over at the, we had someone, then we lost someone over on Owncast. That's okay. I'm not for everybody. I get it. Take a little drink. I don't know if there's many recent stories for myself. I mean, like I said, I find joy in every day. I find joy in a video game success. I find joy in streaming right now. I find joy in a really good soup. Oh man, Costco finally got back this soup that I really love, and we finally got some more of it. I used to have it all the time in the freezer. We just got some more of it, and I sat down, put it in the microwave, heated it up, sat down at the table, ate, and just afterwards just have that satisfying joy where I just went to nobody. I was alone in the room. I just said, I love a good soup. I do. I thought to myself, man, if there were two foods that I could only, food groups or two foods that I could only have to survive on for the rest of my life, it would probably be sandwiches and soups. Just give me a good soup and a sandwich and I'm happy. So those are the little joys that we find in life. And, I like talking about those things. So that soup was really good that I had it earlier today. Johnny, what's up with you? Johnny says, which soup? I'm sitting in the parking lot right now. It's a frozen ramen. And I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But it's the only frozen ramen I've ever seen them have. It comes in this like little black bowl that you microwave. It's really good. And I like it a lot. You're waiting to go into work, Johnny? That's awesome. Well, I hope you have a good day at work today. What time do you start? 2:30? Is it Tokyo Chicken? I don't remember right now. If I'll have to go look later on, and then I can send you a message to it. But they didn't have it for 2 months. You couldn't find it at our local Costco's. So yeah, not every Costco has the same stuff, right? Right, exactly. I know. That's okay. I'm waiting to go into work. Not every Costco has the same stuff. Yeah, 2:30. That's cool. Do you always get there early and just sit for 20 minutes in your car and wait for your shift to begin? Yeah, no, I will totally, Johnny. I will absolutely let you know what it is. It's really my favorite frozen ramen I've ever had in my life. I mean, it is the noodles taste fresh. The chicken is really good. They give you a good couple of chunks of chicken in it. The vegetables are good. Everything. Like I could eat the broth. I could drink the broth on its own. I really could. But I'll get the name of it for you later on. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the freezer section comes in this box. There's, I think, I want to say, how many are there in a box? 6? I want to say in a box. I don't remember. Jay says, yeah, because traffic's unpredictable. Give myself 30 minutes to make 15-minute drive. Hey, Johnny, have they offered you a full-time or a permanent job there? Are you still seasonal? Are they going to take you in as one of their own? Oh, because that's a good accomplishment right there. Yeah, everyone's good, Johnny. Thanks for asking. And I hope everyone in your family is doing well. Johnny, who is over on YouTube right now that's watching, is a longtime follower, good friend. I'm official of the chat here and of the stream. I'm official as of yesterday. Woo-hoo! There's an accomplishment. Let's hear it. All right. Johnny went from seasonal to official just yesterday. Oh, Tam's going to be so happy for you. Tam's going to be ecstatic for you. And that's awesome. So I assume you're enjoying your work there. You like working there and everything else. That's awesome, Johnny. I'm so glad to hear that for you. You did the thing. That's right. You did the thing. That's hilarious. Well, Johnny, keep doing the thing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. So that's just awesome. I'm so happy for you. Can you tell? Tam actually knows someone that works at a Costco now. You don't know how happy that makes her. You got to stay there for like another 10 years. And then when she's ready to retire, you're going to give a good word for her. Because by then, obviously, in 10 years, you're going to be manager of a Costco. Right? So obviously, at that point, you'll be able to get her into one of the Costco's around here or wherever else. You're her shoe in there, Johnny. So you best be on your top behavior. Johnny says, I was about to ask, who does she know? Yeah, you. You're the guy now, Johnny. Yeah, you'll have connections by that time, you hope. Right, exactly. Well, good for you, Johnny. I'm so happy to hear about that. So happy for you. That is an awesome thing. And I hope you keep enjoying working there. I got to give props to Costco. They had this thing where one of their, just a couple of months ago, I think it was, where one of their Costco stores, the employees decided that they needed to go and go union, which I'm very pro-union. And Costco's reply was, oh, we fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, what did we do? Like that's a shame. You should not want that because we want to take care of our employees. So if you feel that things aren't going good, we've messed up somehow. That is so refreshing, because usually what you hear from companies is, oh, you guys don't do that. You don't want to do that. Haven't we been good to you? That kind of stuff. It's never an admission of, oh, we fucked up. So good on Costco, Good on them. I'm happy. But that's awesome, Johnny. I hope you enjoy your day at work today. I hope that you find moments of joy and camaraderie with your fellow workers today. I hope that when you get off work, that you come home to your loving wife and your child, and you remember how just how lucky you are to be in the position that you're in today, even with your struggles, even with the things that you wish were better. You're doing pretty good, Johnny. I says I saw that letter a couple months posted in our story. Yeah, I thought it was wonderful. It's like, wow, that's so refreshing, and that shows you that's a company that does value their employees. No, hi, Jock. You did perfect, Johnny. I was looking for stories of accomplishments and of joy, and you supplied it, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day at work. And, hopefully we'll get you here one of these days when I'm live streaming for a little bit longer than a few minutes. Love to have you, Johnny. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Johnny's a great guy. Oh, my back today is a little stiff. Stretch it out. Space between my shoulders. It's stories like Johnny, where, last year he got a job as a seasonal employee at Costco, and he was really hoping that they would take him on permanently. I've never heard anybody that's worked at Costco that complained about it. Never. And he was hoping that eventually that they would take him off seasonal and hire him permanently, and it looks like they did. And wow, what a great little story for him. I'm sure he's very happy about that. I think it's wonderful. Good for you, Johnny. We're looking for more stories today of accomplishments. And I feel like a little bit of joy right now from my own accomplishment. The fact that I was able to start today at 2:00, that I streamed today. That's I'm going for a perfect week of staying on my schedule. I made some changes on my schedule. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday. And Wednesday and Friday will be up in the air. Sometimes I'll be live streaming on a Wednesday with Tam when she's available, when she's free, but I'm no longer going to schedule it for Wednesdays. I'm going to make that the variable day, Maybe I will stream that day, maybe I won't stream that day. Same with Saturday and Sunday. Generally, I'm going to stream on a Saturday or a Sunday at least once, and that's going to be specifically on my own cast server. That's my own private live streaming server. If you want to join me there, you can join me at live.mrfunkydude.com. Live.mrfunkydude.com. And you can join me there this weekend if that's what you want to do. I got this One Piece tune in my head. Another little joy I discovered last week. Well, not really last week, 2 weeks ago. I'm an anime fan, and I kept seeing all these clips of this new anime that was out all over TikTok. They were talking about it. So I went and had my friend download it. And I've been watching it. It's called Frieren. It's very good anime, very cozy, very, very wholesome. Well, I don't know if I call it wholesome, just, very well drawn and good script and good story. It's just really good. I've been enjoying it. So that's like a little joy for me, just finding something new to watch that I've been enjoying and that I love and that kind of thing. That's been fun. You didn't see that just now. No one's here, right? No one saw that. Everybody saw it. But yeah, things like that, little joys. Watching One Piece, I've been enjoying that, having fun with it as well. Those little joys, being able to sit down and or lay down in bed or sit up in bed and watch a fun anime and, have a couple of toots, if you know what I mean, while I'm doing it, just chilling. It's nice. And then having my girlfriend come home is a daily joy for me when she comes home and she's off of work and she's done with dinner and we're in the bedroom and we're just sitting together and she's playing her Pokemon Go and we're both trying to watch something on TV, or I'm doing something on my phone, or I'm playing a game or whatever. It's just that time at night where we come together and we're just happy to be with each other. That brings me joy every day. I can't imagine my life without that. It's the one thing I fear of losing the most. We both refer to our time together at night as our kind of like oasis from the rest of the world. It's like our little bubble. It's just me and her, the other person that our partner, the other person that we're happy to be with the most in our lives. And we're just enjoying each other's company and things like that give me joy. I really enjoy it. So we all have these little moments of joy in our lives, these little moments of peace and little moments of happiness, that we have. It's important, I think, that, that we do that. Oh, so anyway, joy and accomplishments. What accomplishments? I'm keeping a good stream, that I'm keeping a good schedule on it. I feel good about that. The other thing that I want to start doing is stretching more during the day. In the mornings, just start my day by stretching. I haven't been doing that. I want to start doing that, so I need to start doing that. That'll give me a good, the first day I do that, I'll feel good about it. That'll be a little joy. Second day I do it, I'll feel a little joyous about that as well. Feel accomplished. Keep going at it. Today is just as important as any other. Today is the most important time of your life, right? It's important to remember that. All right, going to take a quick little break. I'm going to be back in just a few minutes. Hang in there. Thanks for being here. Okay, we are back. Thank you for being here. How y'all doing? It is 2:31 Pacific Standard Time. I would have a live stream at night if I could, but that would take the time that I have with Tam. And also, I don't have a lot of privacy. Like, the only reason I can live stream right now is because I'm in my living room. No one else is here during the day. I don't have my own place or my own section or my own room to set up a live stream, anything like that. If I had that kind of privacy, I'd probably do more live streams at night or towards the end of the night. Like between 6 and 8 o'clock or something like that. I tried finding a way to do it in my bedroom. I just don't have the equipment for it. Obviously, I just need a table and a chair, but I don't have a table and a chair that I can fold up and put in my bedroom and, pull out and use. I have good lighting in there, but not the proper equipment to do a good live stream. So kind of gave up on that. So I'm stuck at this time. This is when I'm doing it. Yeah, this is the only time I really have. So on the weekends, a little different. I can do it earlier in the afternoon. But, oh, excuse me. But, yeah, this is it. This is it. So we are looking for people who can give us good little stories. Did I send that? I sent my tweet. I did. I got to, not tweet. I'm sorry, Tude. I got to make sure that I sent it off to Mastodon. And I did. You know, I may not get anybody comes in. Something I'm building up to. I want to do this kind of live stream more often, where I get guests coming in, we talk to them, but I got to get more people in here, get more people interested, and then we can do those kind of things. Hopefully that won't take too long to do, but we'll work at it. I don't know what I'm going to do about this service that I'm using right now to live stream. I'm using EVMux. I think I have till June. And then I need to come up like $220, which I do not have. Absolutely do not have. And so, yeah, we're going to have to figure out something else to do at that point. You know, I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll have to do something else. And that's okay. You know, change happens. I have to, you know, it may come to the fact where I can't multi-stream and I'll just have to stream to my own cast server. So if I'm going to stream at one place, it's going to be someplace that, you know, I can control what goes on and I can do what I want to do, and I don't have to worry about what other people think or do, you know, or what the corporations don't want me to do. You know, if I want to play a little music, I'm going to play a little music. Or if I want to, if I want to show a video there, I'm going to show a video there, or play a movie or whatever I want to do. I'm going to do it. Dang it. Until someone catches me and tells me to stop. As I like to say quite often, cop didn't see it, I didn't do it. I think that's a good way to live your life. Cop didn't see it, I didn't do it. What are they talking about? I don't know. But there you go. Here we are. I give the right URL. Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay. I did post that, didn't I? I'm checking Mastodon to make sure I posted that I was going live. I'm sure I forgot to yesterday. So now I'm paranoid that I forgot to today. So, no, I did. Okay. Good. Hit it again just in case. What's up, Wolfman? How you doing today? Thanks for being here. You just missed Johnny a few minutes ago. He got his permanent. He got his permanent job at Costco yesterday. You know how Johnny was working for Costco, and he was on the what do you call it, seasonal, because he got brought in before Thanksgiving for Christmas, so he's brought in for seasonal work. Well, he got hired full time yesterday. He's very happy about that. He was in here a few minutes ago before he had to go into work at 2:30, and wanted us to know. So that's awesome. Today we're sharing stories of joy, recent moments of joy, and feelings of accomplishments. We're gonna hopefully get some maybe people in here, people to chat, to talk about their stories of joy and accomplishment. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a nice little stream going today. Otherwise, it's gonna be me and you. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But how you doing, Wolfman? I hope you're having a good day today. I hope, if not, I hope this opportunity if you have a better day. You know how that goes. All right, there's the dude. The dude says I turned 36 Saturday. Literally, thanks to you. You turned 36 thanks to me. I had nothing to do with it. Wait, son? No, I'm just kidding. Ugh. Want to hear a little story? True story. I have wondered from time to time, and not to say that I was a promiscuous person, and I wasn't, early on in life and what have you. I would never consider myself promiscuous. But my first, I guess you could say, my first time having an adult relationship with someone, if you get what I mean. What? Wait, there's Woof. Hey, Woof, hold on a second. Let me add you. Where are we? There you are. Hey. Yeah, hold on, Woof. Place speaker with Wolfman. There you are. How you doing, buddy?
I got a chopper or something here, airplane or something. Hang on.
Yeah, I heard it flying over just for a second. I thought it might be like a race car going by or something.
We're getting bombed. It's the Libya.
Yeah, look out! How you doing today, bud?
Oh, good. How are you, sir?
Better than some, not as good as others. We're looking for a story today. You got any stories for us? We're looking for a story.
Stories.
Yeah, we're looking for a story of either a recent moment of joy or a recent moment of feeling of accomplishment that you've had over
it's
something.
About a man named Jed. He was
poor
a poor mountaineer.
I hear he barely kept his family fed.
Yeah. Appalachian. Let's see. Story. Well, here's a good one. I got my tax check last night.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I have to go pick it up tomorrow night, but it came in. And then I'll be making a trip to Missouri on Friday since I'm taking the day off.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to do it? Oh, I think I know why you're going.
I got to go to a store to see a man about a horse and maybe a monkey.
And that sounds like that is a good way to spend your money.
Yeah. I'm also wondering, should they give discounts for just about anything? It's like, do I get a birthday discount? We'll find out.
Never hurts to ask.
Well, they have your stuff on. I mean, you probably know. We can probably do the same there. It's like everything's on file.
Oh, yeah. They have it all on fire. But that doesn't mean they're looking.
Right.
So just ask them, hey, do you guys give birthday discounts? It's my birthday.
Well, these people are like really, really cool about just, oh, well, let's give you this discount. Let's give you that one. Like when my dad went in there, they're like, oh, you're a veteran. Veterans get 10% off of me automatically. He's like, oh, okay. You look at him and I said, and we're going to give you a wisdom discount. He looked at him, wisdom? Yeah, that's because you're old. And he's like, oh, okay. More money off for me.
Yeah, no kidding. You get more.
Yeah. Or
that's
get the same for less.
Yeah. I don't even remember the last time I paid taxes. But anyway, that's another story.
Aha. The IRS will be coming soon.
Oh, let them. I have got nothing for them.
We're looking for a Mr. Dude. You haven't paid your taxes.
I've literally got nothing for him. You can't.
Sorry,
you can't.
I don't have anything. That's okay. We'll just take all your video games in your computer.
They can take my video games when they take it from my cold, dead hands.
Well,
whatever works. Let's say those are nice little moments of joy. I was talking about earlier the importance of, I think people don't consciously try to look for little moments of joy. When we think of joy or happiness, we kind of think of like the big moments in our lives, like parties that we've been to, or moments that we spent with loved ones, and things like that. But I think there's a lot of little joys that we experience throughout our day. That's what I was talking about earlier. Was I talking about like an example of a little joy is a nice soup that you've eaten, and then afterwards you feel, oh, that was very satisfying. That was
getting off work and going, oh.
Yeah, right. Just being off at work, coming home, and just going, okay, I'm done.
Or in my case, walking across the room.
Yeah, walking across the room since you work from home. Yeah. And you walk out of the kitchen. Welp, I'm done.
Well, actually.
No, it's not in the kitchen. Where'd you go? You there? Lost you, Wolf. What happened to you?
I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to turn on my damn camera.
Damn camera. There you are.
Yeah. Of course, it won't turn around.
I like your fuzzy neckline there.
Yeah, it's like 34 degrees here right now.
Yeesh.
So
it's a nice 70, I think, today.
The place is a wreck, but there is the work area. You can see a little chair.
I mean, yeah, it looks like a nice little setup you got there for yourself.
Here's my masks.
I see you got pictures of the customers. Okay, good.
Yeah. This is the way.
This is the way.
And then here's the other side of the room that's more fun.
Oh, the gaming fun point.
Xbox One, computer, and back over here is the Series X.
All in one place. Nice.
Yep.
But that's pretty cool, man.
It's across the room in the basement. Like my work area is over by the fireplace in one corner, and across on the other corner is where I have all my gaming stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you got a nice little setup there.
Yeah, I mean, I need a bigger desk for my work area, but I'm surviving with it now. Oh, and another little part of joy.
Mm-hmm.
I got my refund is being processed for that other junk Xbox I bought.
Oh, nice. I already got
get
the money back.
I already got my game card money or my Amazon gift card money back.
Good.
It's already been spent. I went and bought a brand new gaming chair.
Oh, nice. I hope it's comfortable for you.
Me too, because I've been being a cheap ass and buying them from Goodwill, and either like the backs are all messed up, or like when you sit on it for a little bit, your butt goes numb.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent $190 on a new chair. So,
well, it's nice.
One of those gaming chairs, and it's got speakers in it and all kinds of crap.
Well, I hope you like it, man. I hope it's comfortable for you. Hey, I want to take a moment over on YouTube. The dude in the chat is saying that he says, I turned 36 Saturday, literally thanks to you, man.
And happy birthday, buddy. Aries rule.
Definitely. Happy birthday to you. He says, you helped me a while ago, man, and I will never forget it. And I asked him in the chat, tell me the story. What are you talking about? What's going on? And he says, my wife of 9 years left me 3 years ago. And he says, I randomly see your video pop up on my darkest day. You talk some sense into me. I'll be forever grateful for you. And I miss the purple hair.
Aw. And thank you, dude, by the way. I see what you said there.
He says, sweet setup, Wolfman.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's very economical. In fact, the desk that all of my gaming stuff is on, I got out of a dumpster 15 years ago.
Whatever works, man.
Right.
But I want to thank the dude. That's very kind of you to say, and thank you for stopping in here and saying that, because that's the kind of thing that I hope that I reach people, in their darkest times sometimes, and those videos were meant to go out to help people, in those times, and to remind them of their own value, and I hope that that's what it did for you. I wish I knew which video exactly it was talking about, but it doesn't really matter. because it meant something to you and it helped you, and I'm glad that it could. And thank you so much. I want to thank you for coming and sharing that with me, because it's not something I get to hear all the time, and it's something I hope for, but it's not something I get to hear. So thank you very much, the dude. I very much appreciate that. Wolfman, I know
Not
what you're
pretty
doing
much.
right now. I
He-
hear
he
what you're doing.
appreciates it. He appreciates it. Not pretty much. Full bore.
I do. This is true. I know what you're doing, Wolfman. I can hear that lighter.
I lit a cigarette.
Uh-huh, sure. Cigarette.
I don't have flour right now.
No? Oh. Oh, no wonder you're going to go tomorrow. Was it tomorrow or this weekend?
Friday.
Friday.
I have
yeah.
a cartridge.
Your birthday?
Yep.
It's a good
I
birthday
have
gift to give
cartridges.
yourself. That's cool.
Well, not so much a gift, more of a resupply.
I get it.
No, I still have a few vapes, a little bit left in them, so it'll hold me till the next day or two.
Right.
And I get some more vapes and
gas.
some flour and some edibles. And
I only go with the flour. It's all I can afford.
well, but the last time I went was back in January.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So it's a couple months,
So-
huh?
Yeah, I stock up on items to where I don't have to go like next week, because it's not as easy as it is for you, for me, as it is for you.
Yeah. I know. I was just thinking, do you drive home like you're in an armored truck, like you've got your stash hidden in the trunk somewhere? And
No, I just drive normal and follow the rules of the road and just act like anything else, act like I know what I'm doing. And
that would, if that works, that's awesome, man. That's I would be
not only that,
carrying that.
cigarettes are like half the price down in Missouri as well.
I'll tell you a funny story about cannabis. This happened to me. I want to say like it could have been like 20 years ago, and yeah, like literally this
Sorry, I
happened.
saw what the dude wrote.
Oh hell yeah, brother, smoking one too.
That's,
So this girl that I was living with, me and my wife at the time, we were living with one of her best friends, or one of her best friends was living with us, and she had a boyfriend that would come over and spend the night and stuff like that,
Brown
or the
chicken,
day
brown
with
cow.
her, brown chicken, brown cow, yeah, exactly. She would do that every once in a while, and we kind of got to know him a little bit. He was a little bit of a sketchy guy, but we didn't know how serious she was about him and what have you. One day he shows up to my house and he goes, "Dude, you got to do me a favor. You got to do me a big favor right now, please." And I'm all, "Okay, sure, man. What do you need?" And he hands me this bag, this brown paper bag. And he goes, "Can you put this just full of something? It's heavy." And he goes, "Can you like hide this somewhere? Can you put this somewhere and where no one can see it? No one's going to find it, or anything like that." And I'm all, "Well, first of all, what is it? Second of all, who's gonna come looking for it?" He goes, "Oh no, man, no one's gonna come looking for it. I swear." He goes, "Just put it somewhere safe, hide it somewhere. I just need you to do this for a couple of days. Can you do that for me?" And I'm all, "Yeah, okay. But what is it?" And I look inside, and there are 6 bricks, and I'm talking the size of a brick, like probably bigger than a brick.
I know what a brick is.
Of very packed, concentrated dirt weed, cannabis. The shit smells like it was brought into the country through in a car tire, right? Like it smells like a rubber, like car tire rubber. And he goes, "I just need you to hold it for a few days." And at first I was just like, I didn't want to say no, because I'm a people pleaser, or it was even worse back then. So I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it." That shit ended up, I had this secret spot that I could put stuff and no one would ever find out. Cops could raid my place and they would never find this thing. And that's where I put it. But I was so paranoid of having it there. And then, no, it wasn't for 3 days. It was there for a week and a half. And half that week, I didn't hear from him. No one knew where he was. But afterwards, when he came back for, he goes, "Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Only meant it for a couple of days. It was longer than I expected." I looked him straight in the eye and said, "Yeah, this is never going to happen again. This is never going to
too
happen
nice,
again."
'cause I would have looked at him and said, "Well, that's fine," but you realize not only is there a tax for holding it, but now there's a penalty.
Yeah, I should. Well, back then I wasn't as probably not as confident as I am now, and what have you. Back then I was just like, "Oh, okay," and I just kind of like went along with it. But oof, that was scary. I remember that.
So while you were telling that, I was looking through the chat. Like I said, the dude made me laugh. The
Yeah.
name, the dude. I
The
have to
dude.
share this.
What?
My first thought, of course, is The Big Lebowski.
Of course.
And my character on our TV show is a cross between Spicoli from Fast Times, Chong from Cheech and Chong, and the dude.
The dude.
Which is where I got his wardrobe. He wears pajamas, a t-shirt, and a bathrobe. Very
It's a good wardrobe. That's a good wardrobe.
I tell you, man, there's been a lot of people when we're filming like, "Man, you've got the most comfortable costume out of all of us." I'm like, "Yep."
Yep.
About the only thing I have to do is just change my shoes and throw on the robe, and I'm good to go. Put on the makeup and wig.
Can't beat that. Simplicity is best, man.
I kid. I mean, if I ever go out in public, I actually put on real pants. So instead of like going to Walmart in the jammies, like a lot of people.
Well, I mean, you would fit in if you're going to Walmart in your pajamas.
Although if I go anywhere today, I'm probably going to keep these on because they're just sweatpants. So
I live in my sweatpants. I every day I'm wearing sweatpants. I should probably buy a second pair at some point.
It's either my jammies or a pair of sweat type pants, like the ones I have now are actually like Champion gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
And then I have another pair that are, I think the brand name is Russell.
The only time I ever wear pants is if I'm going somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like real pants. Yeah, that's the only time.
These are like warm-up pants. Like what basketball players wear when they're warming up. That's kind of what they're like. Right. And then the rest of the time is just like a flannel pajama pant. And when it starts getting warm out, I just put on shorts. And
that makes sense.
Just wear like basketball type shorts around the house all the time.
And
if it's a little cold, I'll put tights on underneath it because I have a shitload of Under Armour tights.
There's another little moment of joy in people's lives that we probably go unnoticed and untalked about is, the seasons change and it gets a little warmer and you put on your first pair of shorts of the year for the first time, and you put on a t-shirt and you go outside and it's got maybe a nice cool breeze but a warm sun coming at you. That's a nice little joy to experience as well.
Yeah.
So, all right, hey, I got to take a quick break real fast. I'm going to be back in just 2 minutes. Hang in there, Woof.
Fresh cup of coffee out of cold.
We're back with Wolfman and the dude over in the chat
on the entire time.
That's okay. I don't care.
I don't know if it was going out or not, but I heard it.
Oh. Well, you heard me go to the bathroom?
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus. Dude needs some fiber.
Shit, I got so much fiber. I'm growing trees out of my ass.
there,
Yeah,
dude.
make sure you check out creaturefeaturetv.com, the dude, and anybody else that's watching right now. If you're into what D rated movies, horror movies,
we don't show
things
movies
like that.
anymore.
Oh, that's right. You don't show movies anymore. You just do the skits. That's right. Yeah. Check out creaturefeaturetv.com. They're a lot of fun. It's a good place. It's fun to watch. Wolfman's a part of that. And if you like the old Elvira skits and things like that, that's what you're in tune for with Dr. Sanguarian and the Wolfman and everybody else. It's a good time over there. Go check them out. creaturefeaturetv.com. Surprised I don't have the shirt on. That was yesterday. Yesterday I had the Creature Feature
Yeah,
TV
you had it on yesterday.
shirt
when you
on
were
yesterday.
Giving me shit about my stream. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. Don't show up.
I wasn't giving you shit. I was giving you,
I know.
like,
But hey, like I
helpful.
said that day, I'm
Yeah.
just happy to be able to stream with what I have.
Hey, you never answered me. I was surprised that you don't use your Xbox to stream. Can't you use your Xbox to stream?
Yeah, I can. I just don't want to unhook everything like the camera and all that. And when I use my PC, it gives me that extra little poof where I can put stuff on there if I want.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And it's more of a formatting thing that I can have everything where I want it. Because on I don't know if you could do that on Xbox, and I don't think
No idea.
you can use the green screen on it. I know you couldn't on the Xbox One.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Probably not. Yeah. I'd imagine. Well, I know you know what you're doing, so.
I mean, hell, that computer that I'm running off of is like 10 years old or so. I've had it for like 5 or 6 years, and it was like old when I got it. So.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that could be crazy.
Now, once we get the vehicle we got going on. Okay, hang on just a second.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Say hi or whatever. Oh, man. Well, while Wolfman does that, I want to thank everybody. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, she's got an infection on her leg that she's going to go to the clinic.
The dog or your girl or your wife?
No, the dog's right in front of me, actually.
What kind of infection she has? Is she okay?
Yeah, it's an eczema.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And she won't stop scratching. I told her I'm going to put a cone on her.
Put what we used to call him a dork collar.
The cone of shame.
The cone of shame. You know
giving me a dirty look.
You know what the official? You know the official name of those things are called e-collars.
Huh.
Yeah, you know what the E stands for is Elizabethan. So like the old Shakespearean collars. You know the old Elizabethan Shakespearean collar looking, things that would come out like that. They're called e-collars, and that's why or Elizabethan collars, and that's why they called them e-collars for dogs. So you don't bite yourself. Or the dog doesn't bite themselves. But yeah, so yeah, man, doing good. Keeping on my schedule. Oh, I changed my schedule. Wednesdays and Fridays are now unscheduled, so I might, do it on Wednesdays. I might do it on Fridays. Depends on how busy Tam is, because those are the days she's, home from work. If she wants to join me on a stream, then I'll stream when she's here. Right now, my schedule is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday or Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is always up for grabs, depending on what I'm doing that day. So,
and I'm the exact opposite. Saturday is about the only time I do if I have time.
Yeah. Well, I have more time than I'd like to have, so I got to fill it with something. Too much time on my hands.
Then it goes, and it melts.
I got that song in my head. Thanks.
Yeah.
Back to me with your earworms.
Got nothing to do all day to do it.
Great. Now I'm going to be like demonetized on YouTube. Thanks, Wolf.
No, it was only a second, so we're good.
Like I give a shit anyway. I ain't making money on YouTube. I end up deleting half my live streams on YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I was.
Ugh.
I got to edit it, but I'm gonna send Tam a pretty funny video of last night's gameplay that I think she'll enjoy.
Oh,
I'll
really?
send it to you too. It's I'm playing hockey. I'm playing the NHL 23,
Mhm.
and I made my own player where he goes through his career or whatever.
Right.
And I actually got drafted by a team that I kind of like, the Detroit Red Wings. So I'm like, all right, cool. And so I'm playing last night, and I think I was playing the Kings, and this dude had the puck, and he was skating along in front of the penalty box, and I just laid into him.
Right.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, did that really happen? So I paused the game, and then I went through the instant replay. I hit the dude. He flipped upside down and landed on his head. I hit him so hard, I like made him go projectile.
That's pretty hard. That's hitting pretty hard. That's someone's going flying. If that happened
Yeah,
in
he
real life,
did.
they'd probably die.
He probably would have. I kind of modeled the guy, and I know you're not a sports guy, but there's this player in the NHL right now named Matt Rempe,
Wimpy, of
number
course.
78 or 72 of the New York Islanders. This kid gets called up from the AHL, which is like their AAA baseball type thing where they put players. He gets called up to play in the big league, and it's like a second into his first shift, and him and another dude drop the gloves and just start wailing on each other. And this kid was like getting into fights with everybody until he got suspended for 4 games for a nasty elbow shot he threw.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, it was a bad shot, and I've apologized to the player. But he's done something that I've never noticed somebody doing in a hockey fight. Now,
What's that?
a hockey fight, one, you're standing on skates, and that's pretty bad as it is. A lot of times what you're trying to do is pull your opponent's jersey over their head,
Right.
like trying to take it off. Then
Right.
their arms are wrapped up and they can't stop you from beating their ass.
Right.
It's old school hockey like Eddie Shore.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Right. Well, he had the front of this dude's jersey, and like he was gripping it, like his fist was sticking straight up, and he had
Right.
the front of his collar. And as he had it, he was sitting there just giving him little rabbit punches in his jaw with that fist too, and then coming around with a haymaker with the other one. I'm like, dude, that's ingenious.
All right. The dude says he's taking off. Thank you, the dude over on YouTube chat. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and
thanks,
good
buddy.
to see you
Good
here.
seeing
Come
you.
back
Hope
again.
to see you in here again.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Very true. Have a good day, dude. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Wolf. Hey, did I ever tell you my Canadian hockey conspiracy?
Oh, golly gee, no.
Oh, golly gee, what's that then? It's that there's too many Canadian hockey players. Their names just so happen to end with a vowel.
Yeah.
Like I can like make up, if I made up, like I can make up hockey names. Like I could say, hey, do you ever see that player, Bert Ruppadow?
Oh yeah, he used to play for the Islanders.
Yeah. Or, hey, how about the other guy, Mackenzie Trudeau?
Yeah, he was with the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah. Like all you have to do is just put a vowel at the end of a name.
Well, and it's funny though, because I mean, other than like, well, even Wayne Gretzky,
Yeah, Gretzky, right?
Sidney Crosby, and then there's
Yeah.
Mario Lemieux, even though his name technically ends with an X, but it's French. So
One
it's like,
time-
oh, it's a Lemieux.
Yeah, when Tam would watch hockey and we'd listen to him, and I'd just start laughing, and she goes, "What are you laughing at?" And I would just say, "It just sounds hilarious to me." It's like Lemo passed off to Bateau. Bateau quickly moved to Monosho, and Monosho quickly going to Dabadoo. Dabadoo quickly.
And Dabadoo going to Jones.
Jones, yeah, Mackenzie.
Because you always have like one American name on every team, even if they're not
Right.
American.
Right. Yeah.
Smith.
It's little observations like that that bring me joy.
It's the hockey fights that bring me joy.
The hockey fights that bring you joy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, man. It's the only sport that I know of, other than combative sport,
Yeah.
where You can drop the gloves, throw down, and the worst that's going to happen is you're going to have to sit down for 5 minutes, have a cigarette, drink a beer, do it again.
Yep. It's where violence is part of the
Now they do sometimes
the
they
game.
will kick them out of a game if they deem it too rough or whatever, but man.
I saw this this MMA fight. I saw like clips of it recently where this guy is fighting this other guy in the ring, and he ends up like biting this other guy on the arm, like right here on the arm of the bicep.
Jesus.
Bit him, and the ref caught. Well, the guy was going, he's biting me. He was like stuck in there, and the other guy was going like, he's biting me. He's biting me right now, you know. And so they split him up, and the ref goes and checks the guy that got bit, and there's obviously, even through the dental guards, yeah. Right, the dental guards, there's obviously like a bite mark on his arm, right? And so he goes over to the guy that did the biting, and he's all, you bit him. You bit him just now. And they disqualified him. But when they were saying is, yeah, you bit him, he was just going, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He was just like denying it. Going, I didn't bite him. It goes, it's on his arm. There's usually like this bite mark on this big bite mark on the, like, you could clearly see the guy's mouth guard, and everything is just on there, just grooved into his skin. And the other guy was going, no, I didn't. No, that wasn't me. No. It's like, what? It's like, how much denial do you have to go into where you just did the thing on camera and then you start denying it? So it was, what I thought was hilarious is at the end, the fighter one that got bit, from disqualification, he goes out and he gets that bite mark tattooed on his arm. And over it, he has, like, it says like something like you can bite me and I'll still win, or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
That's funny.
But
yeah, we turned off Netflix this week or last week.
Oh, I haven't had Netflix for months now.
Well, and really, that was the only streaming service that she was paying for. There's nothing ever on it anymore. Now,
that's
when
why
we
I
first
stopped.
got it, there was all kinds of stuff. But it's like Stranger Things. I quit watching that at the beginning of the second season when they were getting ready to hurt a dog. I'm like, nope, we're done.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched it since. About the only two shows that I really watched on there was F is for Family, which is now done anyway, and Disenchantment, which is also done.
Right. Hey, can you hold on 1 second? Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. If I got someone at my door, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Just I was expecting medication and hasn't come yet. So
do me a favor, open the door.
So you were saying that you stopped Netflix, and because there's nothing to watch, and that's why I stopped months ago. Yeah,
Disenchantment is done.
Yeah.
We would watch Is It Cake? But the second season's done.
Yeah,
we've watched it. So it's like there's not really anything on there that we were watching. So she went through and made the deal. Well, then, and it was before, and this part doesn't really matter, but I guess WWE Monday Night Raw is now going to be on Netflix.
Who?
Yeah, starting at the beginning of next year. And she's like, well, we can get, I was like, honey, remember what I said about WWE? She's like, oh, yeah, because of the whole Janelle.
Vince.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Now, a friend invited me over to go watch WrestleMania with him, and I'm going to.
Yeah, you're not paying
But
for
it's more to, well, I'm not paying for it anyway. I've got the app. That's
Yeah.
another story.
Yeah.
But I'll go and hang out with him and we'll watch it. Okay. But I was like, no, I was like, the only thing is like, I am going to get it next or this coming June for the month. And she's like, why? I was like, because I want to see Mike Tyson beat the shit out of that other dude, that Jake Paul or
Jake
Logan
Paul
or
or whoever it is. Yeah.
yeah,
I'll just,
whichever one.
the
I
clips will
want to
be
see
out
Mike
afterwards.
Tyson eat him. Like just literally just like take a bite out of his head and
Yeah,
feast
that
upon his entrails. I mean, he is going to mess him up. And I want to see it.
yeah, a lot of people want to see that. Fuck, people say, would you let Mike Tyson hit you for $1 million? And I'm all, no, I want to live.
Well, that, and it's like, oh, it'll cost me that much to get fixed.
I know, that's what I was going to say. It would cost that much just to recover. That ain't $1 million. I'd maybe get $200 from after the medical bills.
You mean medical bills and $1 million? Well,
I would probably owe money after that.
You're starting to talk a little bit my language, but no.
No.
I like my jaw exactly how it is.
And someone asked if I would punch Tam in the face for $1 million. I said flat out, she's going down. She will forgive me afterwards when I pay off her house. She'll forgive me.
I think Tammy would be like, yep, just watch the eyes.
Yeah, just don't give me a black eye.
But see, that's kind of a running gag here in our house.
Yeah.
The Huskers lost. She's going to beat my ass because it is actually a proven fact, unfortunately, in the state of Nebraska, that if they lose on Saturday, domestic violence goes up by like 15 to 20%.
Oh, it's so sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about that.
But
it's not just there; it's other places as well. Yeah.
And then she started saying it about the Colts, which is my favorite team, the real stuff. And she goes, she's on the phone with her mom or on Snapchat video chatting with her mom and sister. And I come in, she goes, oh, how was the game? I was like, they lost. She goes, hang on, ladies. He's got to beat my ass real quick. And she turns off the camera and she goes, go below the neck this time. And she comes back on. She goes, I'm just joking. She goes, we're joking. We're joking. She goes, it's a running gag. And they're both on the camera, just like jaws dropped. Like, what the hell is going on? Do we need to call the cops or?
Oh, that's funny. Oh man.
So yeah, we joke about it, but I mean, really, we don't even really argue.
Yeah, I know. The fuck, what was I gonna say? Damn it, I just lost my train of thought. I got derailed, Wolf. The hell?
Smoke another Sparky.
I wish. Oh, that's what I'll be doing when we're done. That's my. I've had to like reduce my usage.
I get it.
Well, yeah, mostly because like it was getting too expensive. Like
mostly because I was running out.
Yeah, well, I had to reduce because it was just getting too expensive. I was like, usually I can get an ounce to last me like a month, about 4 weeks.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude!
What?
That's a lot.
An ounce?
Yeah.
And it's between me and Tam, but now, and that's with what
I guess.
So it's,
I mean, if it was like half an ounce.
We're talking now. I smoked most of it, but what was happening was when I got done with what happened was I smoke a lot. When it was back when I got my knee surgery, after I had my knee surgery, I was smoking 24/7.
That was for medicinal purposes.
Yeah, medicinal. But I got into the habit of smoking a lot.
I get it.
And even afterwards, I was still smoking. And then last month, it kind of caught up with me financially. And I went, okay, I need to slow down, pace myself a little bit more. So now most of my smoking is at night, when I share with me and Tam.
What I have done occasionally, is I just won't smoke for like a few days, maybe even a week.
What? Well, I understand what you're saying.
Right? And then when you do again,
What?
it hits you even harder because it cleans out your system.
Um, I don't, I don't like. I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but
Right.
it's just not. No, I'm just kidding. You know what is that I am fortunate that like it doesn't take a lot for me, to get where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, and my tolerance is as much as like I smoke and my tolerance is not that high. Like I know people that, smoked way more than I did and they have huge tolerances.
Right.
The only place my tolerance is high is edibles. I have a high tolerance as edibles. Like I can
Where
put
like you,
down
you give them your
100
vape pen and they
milligrams
hit it, and
easily.
you when you give somebody your vape pen and they hit it, and you actually see the liquid going down.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
I was trying
Like
to be
that.
nice.
But
You you
I've had to cut back. I've had to cut
you're
back. My
fucking with
day.
my budget.
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm down to like maybe I'll have a bowl in the afternoon. And that's it. And then most of my smoking's at night. So
Yeah, like when I first had come back last time, I would just do flour during the week.
right,
And then the weekends is when I would do the vaping.
right.
And it would have each one would affect me differently, and it was going great until I ran out of the flour. But even doing that, I made what 3.5 grams last almost a month.
Did I ever tell you what I used to do to make my flour last longer?
Mm,
I
man.
no, I haven't done. No, I haven't done this in a long time. Like I probably haven't done this in probably about 12, 13 years, something like that. Probably more than that. But what I used to do was I used to use a balloon, and I would take the hit, and then I would blow the
Oh,
smoke
yeah.
into the balloon, and then I would just re-inhale that smoke. And I did the math. I looked up like how much your lungs absorb when you inhale, and how much you exhale. And I did all this math, and I figured out that if I rebreathed back into the balloon 3 times, that I was essentially getting 95% of the smoke or the THC in the smoke itself, something like that. So I would make my weed last like a way longer, but it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
but it worked. I mean, it stretched it out. It's the poor man's bong rebreather, smoke rebreather, but it worked.
Yeah, see, but my preferred method is using a one hitter anyway. So,
Yeah, that's a good way. Well, that's what I was using back then too. I'd take the one hitter, but you're still breathing out smoke. And you only absorb 33% of what you take in. So like when you're breathing right now, your body only absorbs 33% of what's in the air.
hey,
Right?
honey, we need to get balloons.
Yeah. So that's why 3 times. Could you add that up? But so what happens is when you exhale, you're exhaling what 60s, 70s something percent of what you took in. So by rebreathing it, you're capturing it back. By the third time, that's the least amount, and you're not going to get anything else out of it. So, yeah, a little cannabis tip for everybody. If you want to make your weed stretch, buy a balloon.
And a one hitter.
Oh, balloon and a one hitter. It'll go far. Trust me.
You go far, kid.
You're going to go far, kid. You're going to do great. Just get that balloon up to your mouth and blow the smoke into it. And then call me at Charlie Apple 555-1212. That's Charlie Apple 555-1212.
Yeah, or Klondike Lima, because you gotta.
Yeah. Call me at Klondike 784. Klondike 784.
And when you look at that, it actually ends up being 555.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I learned today? I don't know if you or anyone else will find this interesting. I learned it after I had this discussion with a friend of mine on Mastodon. He was talking about why do people say O instead of zero? And I learned about casual versus formal usage of words, and how O is mostly, as a replacement for zero, is mostly an American thing. And it began basically when in the military as a short way to say the letter zero. So that's why you'll hear them when they say time, they'll say 0500, 0600, 0700. The O represents the morning, right?
Uh-huh.
So instead of saying 0500, 0600, 0800, they'll say O, because when they translate or when they put that over communications, it's easier to receive, you know. So, and they have a thing for abbreviating things. Zero has 2 syllables in it, zero, whereas O has just 1, right? So because of that, they started using O clock, or reading off numbers. Like if you saw a set of numbers, 789, 780, you wouldn't say 0. A lot of people say O, 789, 780, 532.
And you forgot the niner.
Niner, yeah, but that's basically how O got replaced the 0. Did not know that. Another fun fact: all animals take around 24 seconds to take a leak.
I read that and I timed it false.
You take longer
or shorter.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would say that. Mine only takes 5 seconds. Of course, it's in 10 seconds increments.
On like first thing in the morning, we're talking, at least a good 30, 45 seconds.
Well, if you're older, it takes you 5 seconds just in 10-second increments.
Right.
Fun facts with Mr. Funky, dude. Yeah, so, well, excuse me. Yeah, I've cut down on my cannabis. Definitely done that. And I'll tell you another little joy that I have is these 2 paintings that Rachel did a couple of weeks ago. I think were just probably her best work. And trying to encourage her to sell them online, sell her paintings, some of her paintings online, just so she knows that there's value to them. Because it's one thing to have your dad say that it looks great and wonderful, but it's another thing to have someone willing to plop down money for it. And a friend of ours bought one of her paintings about a month or so ago, saw it and said, "Hey, I'll pay for that." And I don't remember how much they gave her, but that kind of encouraged her as well. So she's a really good artist, and I'm hoping that she'll paint some more stuff. So I felt really good about, encouraging her and just seeing her paintings and giving her little moments of joy to feel better about herself, things like that. So that's one of the things that's going on.
To Mick.
Oh, the pictures? Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different type of art. He's more into landscapes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still painting. I mean, he'll get into it.
I'll send it to her. I've told her that she should do her paintings on live on TikTok or something like that. I think people would enjoy watching it.
He's done it. He does it all the time. I'm not on TikTok anymore.
Yeah, I'm probably on, I don't know. Some days I'm on less. Some days I'm on normal. It just depends on the mood I'm in and what I'm doing.
So, yeah, I'm sure you heard about what happened in Baltimore.
Is that crazy or what?
I read, and I'm
12
not sure
cars
if this
went
is
down?
correct or not, but I read that they were having mechanical control issues and called a mayday.
Yeah.
And they had tried to get as many people off the bridge as they could.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, what they're saying is that happened is that the boat lost power and lost rudder control.
Yeah.
And you could see that if you watch the video, you can see it heading right towards that pylon, And once they hit it, I was amazed that once they hit it, how fast that bridge collapsed. I mean, that thing went down quick. It was just like, it was there, then all of a sudden, it was in the water. Just from that one hit, That's crazy.
Well, but I mean, if you
I don't know.
think
Have
about
anybody been? Has anyone? Has everyone been found? Is like how many died? I know there were 12 cars. They say that was on the bridge at the time.
yeah, and
And-
I know there was a breaking news right when I was getting ready to get on this morning at work that
yeah,
they had saved somebody.
yeah. You have a minute. They say that's how long you have if once your car or goes into the water. You have about a minute to get out. And if you can't get out, your chances of surviving go way, way, way down. They're like 95% that you're not going to, survive after a minute.
Get right
And-
with whatever you believe in.
Yeah, yeah. And then they were saying that the water is the other thing that got them is the water is very cold right now.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do you have to not panic within that minute if you're in your car, you're trying to get out, but you also have to deal with the shock of the cold water.
Yeah,
As well, which makes you, because the people don't understand is that shock makes you breathe deeper because it's your body's mechanism. It's what it's doing is once you get that adrenaline going in you, that you get from shock, you'll find that your body starts breathing deeper. You start, and that's your body trying to oxygenate the blood. It's the fight or flight system because your oxygenated blood will give you a farther distance to run if you need to, or to fight if you need to. So when you get into a situation where you fall into cold water, your body's reaction is just to do that, like that right away. And even when you're in the water, it'll still keep doing that. So like imagine you hit the water in your car, the car starts flooding with cold water, you start hyperventilating, and now you've got 45 seconds to get out, of your car, if you can figure out how to do that. And that's not even talking about the shock of the fall itself from the bridge, because here you can imagine it being on that bridge and having everything going out from underneath you and falling, and then you're following after it. So then there's that, however, the acceleration of your fall is how hard you're going to hit that, either the water or more of the asphalt when you go down. So imagine you're sitting there and all of a sudden, and then you go bam right onto it, and then you start sinking. So you could easily get knocked out from the fall itself. So I think it's going to be nothing short of a miracle if anybody survived that.
Well, like I said, they said that one did survive.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. It's actually on the evening news. Yeah, and they hit the pillar. That's what really got it.
Yeah. No, and it crumbled at that point. Like it went down at that point. And, it's an older bridge. That's part of the thing. And also it's one of those bridges. There's different types of bridges, but this is one of those bridges where there was only two or three support pylons. A lot of modern bridges now have more support underneath them, than they used to. So those older bridges, literally, you take out one pylon or one support beam, that whole thing's going down. Nowadays, they have it with the newer bridges. Is if the support beam goes out, only that section of the bridge goes out. The rest still stays there. So I guarantee you, when they rebuild that, they're going to have like entry and exit ways for boats. They're going to have more support on there. They're probably, going to make it a lot more stronger, because they have to have that bridge there. That bridge is major part of the supply chain for that area. Like the things that come in and out of the port and people going to work and shit like that come across that bridge, or at least go underneath that bridge. So, there's going to be like a lot of issues getting that all cleaned up, because boats won't be able to go over it until they get all cleaned up. Get all the debris, or at least get the most of the debris out of it so that boats can go over it. Because people don't understand. They look at a boat and they see the top part of it, but they don't realize that the bottom part of it, especially for freighter boats, are usually like about a third the size of the boat itself. So if your boat on the top of the water is this big, underneath it you're going to have about half much to a third of the mass of the boat itself, right? So
Right.
it has to, when it's going in the water, it has to have a certain amount of depth that it can, travel across. Otherwise, it's going to, hit the ground that's underneath the water. So they got to clear that shit out. Only boats that'll be able to go over the top of it will be like tugboats, small boats, personal boats, things like that. But freighters won't be able to. And that whole place, I mean, that's where that boat came from. It was carrying freight. So they're going to have issues for a while.
Yeah, and my first thought is, I wonder how many people's Temu orders are on that boat.
Yeah, that's a good question. Could be. Who knows? Anyway, Wolf, that's it for me today. I'm gonna finish things up today.
All right, brother,
right,
we'll
right
talk
now.
to you soon. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, of course, man. You're always invited to join me. It's good to have you, and hopefully we'll get more people on here and have more guests. It'll be fun and exciting. But I'll be back on Thursday, probably to play a game. We'll see how that goes. So thanks for joining me, Wolf. Thanks for everybody that's watching on Owncast, YouTube, Twitch. Thank you for being here. And I hope you'll join me again. Make sure that you follow me and so you get notified as to when I'm going to be on. Thanks. Have a good day, Wolf, and I'll talk to you later, buddy.